with this one. Let me see how this one works in this time frame. Because Nick, tell you what, here's a call out to all you puss ass producers. If you that cold and you that good, you can take
Come on, man.
anybody. If you that listen, if a producer is really who he is, man, he can touch anything and make it go. Is that not accurate?
Yes, but it's a process, man.
But
Even
Mick,
even
Mick,
even with Mook, okay, so Mook was signed to Buster.
okay, listen, Mick, listen. The stories that you already have are with certain people. Labels mix with niggas as well. That does happen. Okay,
Yes.
right. Okay, the only people that have had opportunities are from the East Coast. So if we want to talk about the L's, they coming from the East Coast. They ain't came from nowhere else.
Yeah,
They have
I
not
ain't never
came
see
from.
one
We ain't
in
seen
the
the L
Midwest,
from the
none of that.
Midwest, the South, nowhere. All the L's is from your people, man. If that's the standard we hold it, it's
I
coming
don't
from
like how
your
you said
people.
that, my nigga. I don't like how
Now,
you said
now,
that.
No
hey,
bullshit. No bullshit.
Okay,
Mo,
wait a
Hey,
second.
what's up?
Wait a
no
second.
Okay,
bullshit.
I don't like how you said that, Bees.
yeah,
Okay, wait a second.
so Mick, we
Okay,
gotta do this then. We gotta say this then. Battle rappers that can't make songs are East Coast niggas because those are the only ones that have opportunities. We have not seen
wait.
nobody.
Okay, so listen.
Okay, let's work.
Let's work. In Chicago, and I'm not. This is not towards Big T at all, right? In Chicago, there are a bevy of producers.
Mm-mm,
Wait, yes, there is. No
mm-mm.
ID.
Chop.
Yay.
No, they
Uh,
never reached out to no battle rappers. They
Well,
ain't
well,
never reached
well,
out to no battle rappers.
the
okay,
first thing is
wait.
y'all already lost, Mick.
When
Y'all
have you
have the
seen?
tag
When
of
have you
losing.
I,
seen no ID or any of them talk to anybody? None of
okay,
them.
just can I get my thoughts out,
Go
man?
ahead, Mick. Let's get
Yeah,
it.
listen,
It's getting heated.
listen.
It's getting heated.
The opportunities. I mean, first of all, there's more MCs. There's more. All of the record labels, all of the producers, mostly are in New York City. Like at least at that time, we're not talking about 2025 because you can be in Iowa and pop. You know what I'm saying? If you got enough good music, right? But back in that time frame, everybody was in New York City. And there was not a lot of LA MCs, right? Battle rappers.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all coming from St. Louis, the only outlet that St. Louis had was Nelly. Chicago, the only outlet that you guys had was a Yay, a Common, or a No ID.
That was still New
Detroit,
York.
now Twister. Now Detroit, there's a little bit more of a camaraderie there, right? You guys had Guilty Simpson. You guys, not Guilty Simpson. Pardon me. What's that producer's name? Three Letterman.
Jay Dilla.
Not Jay Dilla.
You talking about
He did a project with Skyzoo. What's that producer's
P
name?
Rock or Apollo Brown?
Apollo
Okay.
Brown, Denon. These guys, are cool with Calico. These guys, Royce, these guys are cool with Calico, cool with Marv One. Marv One is a producer. You know what I'm saying? I feel that there needs to be a concerted effort between the battle rappers from their city and the producers in them cities and create the sound. And then from that, you bring it to somebody that's a little bit bigger. Of course,
Nah, bullshit.
wait, let me finish. Of course, somebody like Verb, yeah, you could get in contact with Nelly. Yes, you can get in contact with Chingy. Yes, you can get in contact with whoever, right? But the package has to be there and the
No,
sound
Mick.
has to be
Mick, you
there.
sound crazy. You sound crazy, man. Because guess what? Most of the producers they pick up artists from different places, man. The only reason why niggas ain't getting picked up is because of the niggas that had deals from New York City. Y'all are the biggest market of battle rap. How many of y'all have failed? All you niggas. That's the
That's where
problem.
the stigma came
Damn,
from,
Verb.
though. Like
That's the problem.
battle rap had the stigma, and only people that got the shots was
New
the
York.
East Coast niggas.
New York,
And
yeah,
so with that
I
yeah.
stigma
mean, there's
on
a
niggas didn't work with niggas after that. Like, oh man, hey man, might as
They
well
all
why
failed.
even
Look,
work with a battle rapper?
there's a
If New York
who
is the biggest market and battle rap is a New York game, and the rappers that have been signed or picked up from battle rap from New York City all didn't work,
This nigga,
then it's
man.
their fucking fault. What you talking
so
about?
okay, what are the name? Who are the names of these
You know the names of
battlers?
niggas that had
That's what I
deals
want
now.
to get to, Mick. Say
Who are
some
the
Hey,
who?
fucking
hey,
Say
hey,
the
hey, hold
names,
names.
man.
on, whoa,
Say the
whoa,
names. Say the
wait,
names. Say the names.
hold on, check
Jen
this out.
had a deal, Serious Jones had a deal,
There
Murder
we go,
Mook
Tuna.
had a
There we go,
deal.
Tuna.
Say
Hold
that,
on,
Tuna. Say
wait.
it again, Tim. No. Let Tuna speak. Say that one more time, Tuna.
Jen had a deal, Serious Jones
Okay,
had a
Jen.
deal, Murder Mook had a deal. I don't know about Cassidy had a deal. I don't know who all had a
Jen,
deal.
Jen, you want to throw Jen in there? Jen?
Okay, yo, he said Jin first. So
Okay,
Jin,
okay.
so
Poster
Jin,
Boy had a deal. Poster Boy
Poster
was a
boy, shout out
nigga.
Poster boy, my boy Poster boy.
so
These
poster
all your
boy,
people, Mickey. These ain't
so
our people.
post,
These your
so
people.
Yo, VERB,
wait,
relax,
let's go,
man.
let's just. First of all, there was all 106 and Park niggas,
I don't
but
give
let's
a
start with
fuck.
poster boy.
But that's the avenue of
Poster
battle
boy,
rap. That's the
poster
avenue
boy.
we
No,
had.
it was
Serious
battle rap.
Jones wasn't the 106 and
It
Park
was
nigga.
it was battle rap. I'll give you that. All right, Jurassic Harlem was a dope record, but he never put anything else out after Jurassic
That's
Harlem.
on the producer and the label after that, Mickey. You know that.
Yeah. So okay, so let's get him out of here.
Okay.
Jin, Learn Chinese was a very bad single. That was a very bad single. That was
Is that
terrible.
his fault or is
Boy,
that the
speak
producer?
That
Chinese.
Look,
that
is that
was.
his fault or the producer? That mean the producer was dumb. Nah, that
I
mean the
think. I think. I
producer and the
think.
label was dumb. Nah, how about that?
Respectfully, Rough Riders should not have signed Jin. I think that should not have happened because they were trying to capitalize off of the Asian market, but the Asian market, it just like they love Wu Tang. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they would have loved Jin, and I say that respectfully. Sirius Jones, I actually do not know what happened with Sirius Jones. I do not know.
Yeah, I think they just signed him just to say it, but I ain't never see him actually put nothing out like for
Right,
real.
I
Like,
He was a
agree
D,
with
he was
you.
a DTP, right?
Yes, he was
Determined
with
peace,
yeah,
he
he
right?
was
was
with
with
Yeah.
Luda when
he
he
was
was
with
Blue that
Luda.
shit, yeah.
smoking.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened with that. I can't speak to that. Mook. Okay, so the Mook stuff, he has records. I just don't know why Buster hasn't pulled the trigger.
Okay,
He
so
got
who
a
fault
record
is
with
that?
Wayne. He got a record with Wayne. That's very crazy that he
Yeah, for
hasn't put
sure.
out
I
yet.
heard them.
I don't know why that stuff hasn't come out. I can't speak to that.
So who fault is that then? Still the East Coast niggas. That means the producer and whoever the fuck he signed to is dumb too. So they make the
He,
same dumbass mistakes, Mick. It's
well, you're not
regardless of
supposed
what
to.
it is.
You're not supposed to sign to a rapper. That's rule number one.
Oh,
Do not
okay.
sign to a rapper.
Oh, okay. Well, look, but
Niggas
Mick,
ain't know that back then, so
yeah.
you can't really fault them to that. Like
Okay,
now,
but
That's true. That's
nowadays
true.
niggas
That's
know
true.
that.
That's
okay,
true.
Niggas ain't know
but
that
look,
back then.
Nick, it's still the argument is still all your people. They are the biggest. This is their game. Battle rap is a New York game. That means your frontline representation will be New York City. If the world think that them niggas ain't shit, they gonna think the rest of everybody ain't shit. But the stars ain't gonna be right up on you. It's gonna be the people that's from different regions. The people that put their own shit together, and you know it's hard. There is
Okay, what about Enes? Enes caught a wave from battle rap.
he got a deal too, right? Yes.
He got a deal. He was on making the band and he wrote
Okay.
records for Diddy. That's a win. That's a win.
Okay. Okay. So look, regardless of how you want to paint it, Enes still from Philly. The New York niggas is still the problem. And if you want
No,
to do
no,
that,
you said I thought it was
Don't
just
do
East
that, bro.
Coast.
Don't do that, my
You see,
nigga. Don't
I
do
thought it was
that.
East Coast. It was
we just
East
named we just
Coast.
named 9 East Coast niggas that lost, right?
No,
This
that
nigga
no, we
Verb,
said
man.
we named four.
Okay, but
And
look,
Philly
check this
is
out.
East Coast. Philly is East Coast.
Okay, so but here's my theory still. If a producer is really who he say he is, because a producer's job is to structure it, put it together, make sure the mix and master, everything is together, concept, right? If that producer is really who he can take somebody that's halfway good and make him great. Yes or no?
Yes.